Hi everyone, it's Tanya. Welcome back to today's day 4 of the reading rush. And today I decided to continue our history exploration. Today I brought you to Edo Museum. And this museum is, actually the full name is this. So in this museum they have installation and can you hear the sounds? Reconstruction of old Tokyo with all the buildings and figures of people, and it's like very much lifelike. Pictures are allowed, I asked. The entrance is also very cheap, just $4. So I'm very excited to explore it today with you, and I hope you will enjoy today's video. Look at all the pictures behind me. I still haven't entered the room, so let's explore. I'm so excited and I hope you enjoy. Oh, actually look at this picture behind me. Can you hear the sounds? They even okay, I'm entering. Have a look. They recreated the sounds, they recreated the atmosphere and like everything, so it's so immersive, and like it's just really impressive. Okay, so let's go down and see. So this is a vegetable store and it sells seasonal vegetables, pickles, and eggs. The building that I have just shown you apparently is a fertilizer wholesale. So, and it's a large merchant's house. Can you hear somebody singing? How cool! I guess these are all the sounds of like what you would hear in the city normally. So cool. Okay, next one is rice store. Okay, so they polish brown rice by a machine mortar. Okay. Can you see the insides of the store with all the chickens and all the machinery? How cool! Oh, and look, there is a small mask over there. It's actually so detailed. There's so many details in here. I really like the whole atmosphere being recreated. Look at those windows. How beautiful. So apparently we are here during the night. Oh, look at this. It's selling some materials, just like some small offerings. They even recreated the river. Look, it's like the river here. These boats. It's actually like walking in an old Japanese town. I like it. And also I'm alone here. I am alone. How cool. Now the house that I have just shown you is the house of shipping agent Masuda Sagamiya. Boatmen carry people and goods by so-called Chokipon. Okay. Oh, and look at this river, it's so realistic. This river is so realistic with all the like sand and let me show you. The rain! It started to rain! I mean, not really, but like, you know, the creation. This tall black building that you also saw when we were upstairs is a fire watchtower. So cool. I never realized that they probably had such, but it's actually such a good idea. You would sit high on the tower and you could see if there were any fire in the city. I would never think that they had such things, but they did. How cool. And there is like a small something here. Let's see. I'm not sure what this is for. And there's a little stall with food, apparently where you could come and have something to eat. Let's see what they ate. Some kind of soup, shrimps and fish. And here also fish and shrimps and some rice cakes. Maybe also fish, who knows. How cool. This is so realistic. Oh, and also look, can you see, is it too dark? There is a stove over there. And a frying pan. This little stall behind me apparently is a tea room because there is tea appliances. Can you see? There's tea appliances over there with teapots and also a stove and trays. So this is like a tea room. The cool part, you can also go like behind all of these houses in the small alleyways. And you will see like behind of the houses. So we saw facade, but now you can see the behind, like the backyard, for example, like in this case. I like all sounds. So in this case you can see the backyard of this fish, of the boat merchant. So this is the backyard of the boat merchant. Let me show you closer. So there is like a little table for eating, I guess. And then this small gate. And there's a small garden over here. And so this is the inside of the house. From the tatami room, sake, and then a small temple over there. Oh, and now it's day. Oh, now it's daytime. So in all the previous videos, it was night, but now apparently it's already daytime. So now the picture will be more bright. So this is rice warehouse. This is where they kept rice. This is the rice warehouse, the facade. And these are apparently public toilets, where people could go to the toilet. How smart. Apparently here they could wash. Oh no, it's trash. They put trash in here. And then here they could drink water, apparently. Yes, I think it's for water. I like that there are small puppies and animals all around, because of course they would be here. Trash. This is apparently a room over street vendor who sold shelled Japanese little neck clams. Some kind of clams. This is what the entrance would look like. There's one more house. tradesman of rice store. This is the store of a rice tradesman. Look, you can see the shelves, umbrellas, and it's in the same building with the street vendor house. And behind me, some teacher's house. Music, I think it's a music teacher house. Oh, look, there is all the clothes. Here's what the street looks like. With simple houses and rice storage. This is a house of a boatsman. Very simple. What did they have? Oh, look, there's little shoes. There's little baby shoes. And then, I don't know what that is. Something for food. Little kettle. Oh, look at those knives. Oh, and there is a small temple. And his clothes. And is this fishing net? I think this is fishing net for fishing. Oh, they turned off the sounds. Now the streets are very quiet. Sounds were very realistic, to be honest. I will just give you like an overview of the street, of how it would look like if you just walked around an old Japanese city in the old times. So you can imagine yourself just strolling down the streets, seeing all of these things. This is a food stall. Okay, so this is a food stall. This is where you could buy some food for yourself. So, and then the river. This is what it looks like. There is the fire tower. And this is boat agent's house. Not sure what this is. This is for water, I guess. And then the boat. So realistic with all the buckets here. Buckets and water. And the tree. And the puppy doing his business. So this is the entrance to the stacks of hay, or I'm not sure what this is. And then if we go here, so you will see the stall with food and stall. Oh, I will show you the tea stall with the tea in it. See? So here you would come, you would sit here, and you would maybe eat and drink tea, and they would make for you hot tea. And all the lanterns. Oh, look at this. And the tree. And there are all those things for cleaning the street. How neat. Oh, look, and even there is even a flower there. How neat. And also there we will be able to see some things, but first let's explore a little bit more. So for example, you can go down here, down this very, very small alley. You will see this is the music teacher house from the other angle. You see the book, tea, chest of drawers, temple, all the house appliances. So neat. And then if we go further, so this is the boat merchant's house, the backyard with the gate, flower. How neat. You can even see the river from here. Then down there will be the public area. So this is where we went during the night hours. Can you see the kimono? Or maybe yukata? I don't know. Area. I really like the idea of this public toilet, so people wouldn't need to do it on the street. How cool. And this is all the vegetable cellar, fresh vegetables. I like these things that you can put down and it will close. There is even a ladder, something else is bamboo. If we go down here, you will see this lovely puppy, rice, and the houses. I like small details like this one, you know, it's not completely perfect, but you can see how it's also made on the inside. So cool. Sounds started again. So night came, and then in the night, or is it early morning? I think it's an early morning. So early morning sounds start. These are the roosters. So cool. this is how you would go upstairs to this fire watch tower. This is actually interesting, I didn't read about this before. So Edo is an old Tokyo. That's what it is. It's not a period in history. It's an old Tokyo. And in old Tokyo, a lot of like simple people, common people, lived in these types of houses with very thin walls. So walls were very thin. And it's like a house of a very common person, very simple person in Tokyo, in Edo. I didn't know it. Now I know. How interesting. Look at this. There are so many details with all the like household objects. So beautiful. Okay, so manga is a very old, like traditional also Japanese thing, and initially those were just like funny pictures of different situations in life, in the city, and of people. And so here in this exhibition they also have some examples of like old manga. They're just so cool. Let's have a look. And these are comical pictures of famous places in Edo. And like famous activities in Edo, like for example fish collecting, this is some kind of bridge, hundred views of Mount Fuji, and you cannot see the Mount, I mean you can see through this, okay. This is also shellfish gathering. Okay, so there's a picture and an explanation to this picture of like what's going on. An apprentice doodles on the wall. An apprentice lets children play as they please. This is a funny one. Look. Number 1, an apprentice plays menko. Number 2, an apprentice is well behaved. So this is a well behaved apprentice. Cute. I also like this picture. A good apprentice among his working members of a shop. Number 2, an apprentice bullies and makes fun of a servant girl half jokingly. Okay everyone, I'm going home now, but it was so interesting. I really liked it here. I didn't want to leave, and because I was alone, I had like the whole place to myself. It was so magical. Really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Also mark for yourself, if you are ever in Tokyo, Fukagawa Edo Museum. Must visit. So good. Okay, now let's see, maybe I will find the coffee shop and read somewhere. Okay, I found a blue bottle coffee shop. So I'm going there now. But actually this area is also kind of so old, it looks so old. Some of the houses really look very historical. Oh, I like this area and I really like that museum. Oh, that museum was so good. Highly recommend it. If you're ever in Tokyo, remember that museum and go there. So good. It like, I could really imagine that like I am walking in old Tokyo. Oh, so immersive. I loved it. Yes, I changed my mask. I think I'm going home. I couldn't stay in that coffee shop long because there were other people like waiting for a seat, and I decided not, to sit there for like forever. So I'm going home. But I really liked today. Like, the coffee shop was lovely, the museum was just amazing. I really had a very good time, and I will I will read the book at home, and in the evening I will come back to you. Hi everyone, so it's already evening, and I just, as usual, will end my vlog here, but first let's talk about my books. So first of all, No Longer It Is. I haven't done much progress with this book today. I didn't read on the train because I practically fell asleep, and then at home I needed to do some stuff, and so yeah, didn't read. I'm on page 15, so that's why there isn't much talk about this book yet. We will talk about it tomorrow, but I wanted to talk to you about the Italo Calvino Under the Jaguar Sun. Like, I finished it today, and it was so... In particular, I really enjoyed the second story about this king sitting on his throne and listening to his palace. It was just something, like the language in that second story is the best. For some reason it reminded me of The Blind Owl by Sadeh Hidayat. Just the feeling that it gave me, when like you're just absorbed by the language and you're absorbed by the thoughts of this person, and you're like just drowning in his thoughts. I mean, it's just like how I describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. As I also really love the first and the third stories. They also have this beautiful, not really beautiful, but just like so engrossing and like captivating writing. They also have it, and they also have this very interesting idea of like living through your senses through one particular sense. So as far as I understood from the notes after the stories, the book was intended as a 5 stories book, including all 5 of like main human senses. Unfortunately, he didn't have enough time to finish it. He passed away, and like it makes me so sad because I would love to see 2 other stories which are sight, and like the most interesting, I guess, would be touch. But he passed away, unfortunately. But even like these 3 stories are just so good. So I would love to find something similar in terms of writing, and I guess also in terms of idea. So I have already talked yesterday about the first story about husband and wife traveling around Mexico. Today I actually wanted to read something for you, just to give you like an example, like a taste of how he writes. And like, I'm no actress, but like I will do my best to not have that like annoying monotonous voice. Like I will do my best, but like I really want to give you like an example of his writing, because it's just, I think it's really interesting to read, and like I was just like swimming on his language through his books, and it was just like so easy. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. So okay, I will read for you a paragraph. A voice means this: there is a living person, throat, chest, feelings, who sends into the air this voice, different from all other voices. A voice involves the throat, saliva, infancy, the mind's intentions, the pleasure of giving a personal form to sound waves. What attracts you is the pleasure this voice puts into existing as voice. But this pleasure leads you to imagine how this person might be different from every other person, as the voice is different. Isn't it beautiful? I don't know, it was just like one example. One more about the palace. All the examples are from the second story. But like, don't worry, I'm not spoiling you anything, because like it's very hard to spoil, It's not like a lot of things happen. Not really much happens. So I'm not spoiling you. Okay. While your palace remains unknown to you and unknowable, you can try to reconstruct it bit by bit, locating every shuffle, every curve at a point in space, imagining walls around each acoustical sign, ceilings, pavements, giving form to the void in which the sounds spread, and to the obstacles they encounter,
allowing the sounds themselves to prompt the images. A silvery tinkle is not simply a spoon that has fallen from the saucer where it was balanced, but it's also a corner of a table covered with linen cloths with lace fringe. A soft thud is not only a cat that has leapt upon a mouse, but is also a damp, moldy space beneath some steps, closed off by planks bristling with nails. Doesn't it just sound very beautiful? I don't know. I really liked it. Those were just like examples of his writing, and like the whole story is written like that. There aren't any dialogues, it's just like his own train of thoughts. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I really enjoyed Italo Calvino, this collection. I definitely prefer it to the collection I read before. I would recommend this if you want to start with Italo Calvino. I guess I would recommend this, start with this, because it's like really good and also really short, so it will not take too much of your time. The last story that I didn't talk about yesterday, the last story is about a man who is looking for a woman. He doesn't know anything about her except how she smells, because he met her at ball and they danced together, but she was wearing a mask and he doesn't know her name. She didn't want to reveal her name, so he only knows her smell, her perfume. And she had like a very different and unique perfume. And so now he's looking for her, and so he came to this perfume shop to try and find her perfume, and then based on the perfume learn who the woman is. And so yeah, so the last third story is about smell. So yeah, I really enjoyed this collection and I would highly recommend it to you. So, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed coming with me to this Edo museum. It was really fun and I really liked it. And I also hope that you will give Italo Calvino a read, because I think this collection was particularly good. So we will talk about No Longer It Is tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a very good day and I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe.